everyone, welcome to Watch It Paint It. Today, doing something new. I'm going to do my first ever review, so please go a little bit easy with me. Hold back a little bit, but do let me know what you think in the comments below. If you've got any hints, tips or improvements, let me know those as well. So, the product I'm going to be reviewing, the first ever review I'm going to do, is for the Feldherr gaming insert for Zombicide. Now, I won't read out the code for it, but I will leave that in the description below, so check that out if you're interested in this product at the end. So I'll just say now, Feldherr did send me this product completely free of charge, so bear that in mind in the review, but I'll try and be completely unbiased. I've been pretty interested in this product for quite some time now. I keep checking it out on the website, umming and ahhing about it, so it's great to give it a try. And I thought in this review I'd address the three main problems that I'm trying to solve with this insert. So the first problem is the sheer amount of shelf space these games take up. They have an absolutely massive footprint, and if you're watching this channel, you've probably got a load of CMON games. You've probably got this exact same problem. Lots of expansions, lots of Kickstarter exclusive. If an insert can offer to consolidate any of that at all, that's a great feature for me. The second one, if you're watching this channel again, you're probably painting your miniatures. So you'd like to add some protection. That's something I'm interested in. I'm going to check if this product can do that. And then the third one is playing the game. I'd like to be able to set up and tear down the game faster, and I'm interested in if an insert can help with that aspect. Let's have a look at the product next, and this is the foam as it arrived from Feldherr. As you can see, it comes with a little package. Got a little bit of instructions on top, and that does explain their rough guidelines, some recommendations for where to stick the Zombicide models. So you get this little bit of card, a little bit of advertisement. It's quite helpful though, because most of the models fit anywhere, but there's a select few that do need to go in a specific space. They're a bit bigger than others. Moving the instructions out of the way, I'm presented with a 10mm thick foam topper. Now that goes between your models and the top of the box, if that's something you need. Straight away, I'm noticing this is thick, soft and gentle foam. It feels very high quality. Very, very light, so it's not going to add a lot of weight to the box, so that's nice. And that cover is going to protect the models from the top if you care about that. And then under that, you're going to be presented with a main piece. So this is all the spaces for the smaller models. Then you've got a bit of space for some taller models here and wider models or tokens here. And then these are free cards or token slots. In the middle, you can add some more models, or you can remove that, and you've got the space here to put your dashboards. Now, if you've got loads of dashboards like I do myself, I'm already considering putting all of the dashboards in a separate box and putting that middle bit back in. And then the third and final piece, you've just got a normal load of little smaller model slots here. So we'll be able to put all the normal tiny zombies in all of these slots. And then each of these pieces have got a nice 10mm thick piece of foam underneath. And as you can see, I can't really compress it. That's quite sturdy. It's taken a lot of pressure, and the foam seems fairly durable. I don't think this is going to damage very quickly or easily. If we compare that to the original insert of the Zombicide box, you can see my box, after about a year of use, as it started to break. It's cracking. It's going to split eventually. It needed replacing anyway, and hopefully this is a good alternative, a solid alternative that will last a little bit longer. This cracked within weeks of me having it. It's just got worse and worse throughout the year. The next point I'd like to look at, I'm going to throw some statistics at it, and that's the teardown after the game's finished, how quickly we can put these pieces back together. So I'm going to show you how quickly I can do it with the original insert, and we're going to look at that now. I'm going to whiz through that as fast as I can, because you guys don't want to watch me reboxing a game. But it takes me 3 minutes 22 seconds, pretty fast, not too bad. You know, how much time can you save? So let's look at me doing the new insert next, see if I can save any time. And we'll whiz through that again, but at the end of it, you can see it took me 2 minutes 19 seconds. I shaved off over a minute of putting this away, which will add up over time. But what I thought might be more interesting is I'm an expert. I've played this hundreds of times. What about somebody who's never played it before? What about the first time you've played it? What about if you're putting away somebody else's game? And you guys must all be in a similar boat, different levels of numbers of times you've played a game, the number of times you put this away. So you're going to experience people from my level, played it a lot, know where the pieces go, to people who've never played it, have no idea where they go and have to work it out. And you can see this goes to over 8 minutes. This is nearly 9 minutes. It's 8 minutes 48 seconds. It's quite a long time, but we're done. We do get to the end. She does work it out. I did have to help a little bit, but it is away. At least you can put the game away, so having never done it before. Let's see how she performs with the new insert. And as I was filming this, I thought this was quite dull, but people watch speed gaming. Does anybody want to watch speed board game putting away? Because I was quite amused by this. But 2 minutes 55 seconds. She saved 6 minutes off. I thought that's an incredible improvement. She's never used this insert either, so she's got no idea where they go, and some do need to go in a specific place. Now, these numbers don't sound particularly large, but I play this game nearly every week, so if you multiply my time save in about a minute by a year, let's call it 50 weeks, you've got nearly an hour of time saved. How much do I value my time? Do I value it at $20 an hour? And then Catherine's saving nearly 6 minutes, so if we multiply that by 50, you've got 8 million. No, you've got about 5 hours a year saved there. So, how much do you value your time? Another thing I noticed doing the review is I actually had one space spare. That was very, very convenient for I attended game night recently, and I have the Bruce promo character right here, as you can see there. Some of you might have this if you played game night. It's pretty fun, and he just slots in there. So you gain one extra slot. Now, depending which inserts you buy, there are different slots, and if I don't have the dashboards in there, I'd be able to have, well, how many is that? A lot. 15 extra models, which, encapsulates a lot of my Kickstarter exclusives that I do want to play with. I've got Besiege models I'd like to put in there. All sorts of extra little things. I'm thinking straight away I'm going to move that dashboard. So let's put these inserts into the box now. That just slots in piece of cake. No problem, slid right in. We had the next one with all the zombies on top. You can put them either way around. It doesn't really matter. It's interchangeable now. And then we can put the foam on top just to add that extra layer of security, make sure my painted models aren't getting damaged at all. Although, and all, whether that's necessary or not. Then the box slides on top, and you'll notice it doesn't fit. So, I knew this from the website. They don't hide this. It's shown straight on the website. Your box isn't going to fit snugly anymore. And it depends how you're going to feel about that. I think I'm going to be bothered, which is why I hadn't bought it until now. If I remove that foam, it fits a lot better. And it'll probably compress down without damaging anything if you need to squeeze it on a shelf. So you've got to make that call. It's difficult. I myself, I feel like I've got OCD. That's a problem. But if you've got Wolfsburg, what I did notice is I fiddled around with all of these expansions and the foam that Feldherr have provided to me, and Wolfsburg got loads and loads of air in it. If you take this piece of cardboard out, I've got a couple of dashboards under it, but that's completely empty. There's nothing in there. And then under the wolves is exactly the same. You can see that flexing just because they're raised to the top and there's a huge amount of air underneath. Moving the Zombicide stuff around, as far as I can tell, if I take the instructions out and the boards out and put that all in Wolfsburg's got one layer to fit all of its pieces in the foam. Unfortunately, Feldherr didn't provide, so I can't be 100% certain on this. But from what can I tell, I think I can get a whole of Zombicide and a whole of Wolfsburg into those two boxes using Feldherr's foam inserts and get them completely flush fit in the lot and maybe a tiny bit extra. Right, so what did I think? Let's talk about in regard to shelf space size. I think that's the most disappointing part to me. I don't think it saved any shelf space, but I don't think it's also increased it very much. It's just the basic setup, as I've mentioned, and hopefully once I've moved this around into Wolfsburg's box as well, it'll take up exactly the same amount of space. So just in here, I want to show you I've removed all the dashboards. I've put these into the Hero Box 1, all 12 of them. So it takes up a little bit more space in this box, but I'd rather have these solid dashboards in that flimsy box than risking any of my models being in that flimsy box. And that's allowed me to add this 15 more model spaces. So I've got all 10 of my Besiege models, plus I've got all 5 of those heroes, and then I've got that one extra Kickstarter that was just in the spare space of the other part. So I'm a little bit disappointed with the shelf space, but at the same time, I'm able to carry and protect the models I actually care about a lot easier. And I play this game at other people's houses, so being able to transport it around and knowing they're safe is a great positive for me. Perfectly, that leads us on to the second point, the protection. Now, I think this is a huge improvement on the standard original packaging of Zombicide. When I have to carry this around to other people's houses and the box rattles around, eventually those models would work their way free and they'd rub against each other and were starting to slightly take off some of the paint. As well as that, I had to somehow carry the extra Hero Box 1s and the Besiege models, and I'd cram them into this box and it would rub against the packaging, again damaging my models. Now this seems to protect it really, really well. The models barely move at all when you're shaking the box, and because the 10mm topper compresses all of this down nicely, the models just don't move at all, and the foam's really, really soft, and sometimes the men get caught as you're putting them in, but if you're careful, and again the foam's just that soft, it's not really an issue, and it certainly won't damage any of the models. I think the foam would rip over any of the models snapping. It feels that soft and gentle. My third and final problem was the setup and teardown time, or the speed which you can get these guys in and out of the box. As you saw from my timings, and I didn't show the taking them out to start with, but that's only a couple of minutes with the original setup. But even with the Feldherr setup, you can save tens of seconds on that, which will add up over multiple games. So that's a huge improvement there. Until then, I had considered this just a luxury item. I think for £20, $20, you could buy another game. But what this product does allow you to do is save time, save effort, and give you that time back to actually play another game, or just play another game of Zombicide in the year. For $20, compared to some of the alternatives, this is a really, really cheap solution. And this product does offer being able to keep all the models individually separated. And as you're watching this channel, you probably do paint a lot of your models, and you care that they're all separated, and you care that they don't rub against each other, ruining your paint jobs. So for me, I'm definitely going to be buying more of Feldherr's solutions. Without a doubt, I'll be getting the Wolfsburg expansion and finishing this set off, and hopefully combining some more of my Kickstarter models into these boxes. I think this was a great idea, putting all the dashboards into that one box. I just have to remember to take that with me now, and it frees up a lot more space for my models. So I'll definitely be buying the Wolfsburg box, and I'll be looking at my other games and seeing what solutions they have for those, and whether I think it will save me time and effort overall. Hopefully this review's been helpful for you all, and I've covered some relevant points. Let me know in the comments below what you think. If you've got this product or you're thinking of buying any, let me know about that as well. And if you'd like me to review any more of Feldherr's products, let me know in the comments below. Thank you all very much for watching.